I got money plenty for bank. Don't mind those ability we talk about me. You running. Come into my room, make a feel you. Take you to London, America, Malaysia. I'm again. Anything you want, make I do. I go do times too, cause I'm going crazy about you. Baby, me.
Hey dolls, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for getting back on my YouTube channel. If today is your first time, my name is Tijani, but you can just call me JT. If today's your first time seeing my channel, please do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to hit the bell button so you can be notified when I do upload new videos. Okay? First and first, shout out to Klaiyi here for sponsoring this video. They are the reason why we are here today. They are the reason why this light is on. So thank you so much for sponsoring this video. Obviously, by the title of this video, you guys can tell this is their hair that I'm rocking. This is their Brazilian Jerry curl, and I have it in the length. And I have this in the length 24, 22, 20, 18, and 18-inch frontal. Although I did ask for their Peruvian deep wave, but this is what they sent me. I have tried the Jerry curls before, and I've also tried the Peruvian, and I prefer the Peruvian. That was why I asked for the Peruvian, but this is the Jerry curl. I love it as well. This tutorial is something different. This is my first time doing unboxing, coloring, dyeing, and all that stuff. It was a bit of challenge, but I made it through. Let's just hope when I'm editing this everything makes sense and I'm able to do that. But I'll be showing you guys how I achieved this color and everything. I'll be showing you guys everything I use you know, as I'm going, and also I will list everything in my description box, so be sure to check that out. You guys will get all of the details that you guys might need as the video goes along. I'm not going to waste too much of your time, so if you'd like to see how I got this hair and how I got this look, keep on watching.
Alright dolls, like I said earlier on, this hair is from Klaiyi hair company, and this is their Brazilian Jerry curls, and it comes packaged in this cute pink box right here. And as always, they always have these lashes in there. It's very useful, but I really don't use it because it's just not my style. Each bundle comes in an individual wrap, as you guys can see, and each of it has the name of the curl and the length. And then this is the frontal, and like I said, this is the 18 inches frontal, and most of their frontals always come pre-plucked, but I still sometimes go in and pluck some more. But for the most part, you can wear it the way it is right now. So I'm just running my fingers through it just to make sure that it does not shed or anything. And as you guys can see, I did not get any shedding from it. And then this is the longest bundle. This is the 24 inches. And you guys know the longer the bundles, the thinner the weft, but it's still a good size, I think. I'm also running my fingers through it just to make sure it doesn't shed, and I did not get any shedding from it. Alright, now onto the part that is my least favorite when it comes to frontal. I love frontal. I love the versatility, of the styles you can create with it. But when it comes to plucking, when it comes to customizing, it is so much work. It takes so much work. So anyways, right now what I'm trying to do is just pluck, and as you guys can see, I section out the part that was already plucked from the company. So right here I just section that part out, and I'm just plucking and plucking and plucking. This is a very tedious process. It takes time. You have to take your time. I did wet the hair slightly before I started plucking. It does make plucking a bit more easier and faster if you have the hair wet or damp before plucking. But that's all I'm just doing. I'm just plucking and plucking and plucking and plucking and plucking. This is a process that you do want to take your time. You cannot rush it. However, I always try not to over pluck, just because the more you wear your frontal, the more you wear your wig, the hair is gonna shed. All hair sheds. We all cannot lie. All hair sheds, especially the frontal. The more you wear the frontal, the tendency of it shedding. So in the long run, it's gonna shed. So I try not to over pluck. All right, now we're moving on to bleaching of the knots. To bleach the knots, what I'll be using is the Quick Blue bleach and a 40 volume developer, this bowl right here, and this tiny little brush. I like to use this brush just because it's smaller and I'm able to control where the product is going. I'm able to place it exactly where I want it to be, and without me putting so much pressure on the frontal. To bleach the knot of the frontal, all I need is just a scoop of the bleach and a little bit of the developer, and I just mix it to like a very thick consistency, and then I just place it on the frontal. Again, I do not put too much pressure just because I do not want the bleach to go all the way to the hair itself and then start processing. I'm still gonna bleach the hair, but I did not want it to stop bleaching right now. I just wanted it to bleach the knots of the frontal. Once that is done, I moved on to bleaching of the weft itself. The consistency of the bleach for the bundles are a bit more looser or watery than in comparison to the mixture I made for the frontal. So all I'm just doing is I'm just gonna bleach all of the bundles, and yep. And to my surprise, the hair started processing like almost immediately. I could see the color changing, and I was really, really surprised. I get really scared when I'm bleaching hair or when I'm coloring hair. I always feel like I'm going to fry the hair. And that's because it has happened to me before. Like, I completely fried an entire wig from bleaching. So I'm always scared, and I find myself always rinsing it out like immediately. So I left the bleach on the hair and the frontal for about, I want to say roughly 15 minutes. And then I washed it off using the Suave Professional coconut oil infused shampoo and conditioner. I used both, and then once that was done, this is what the hair looks like. I was tempted to actually leave it in this color at first because I do love the honey brown. I love the brown, what it looks like, but yeah, I wanted red hair, so to get the red color, I used the Kiss Color Semi-Permanent Intense Red. That's T550 and Paprika T850. So I used 2 bottles of the Intense Red, that's the T550, and 1 bottle of the T850, which is the Paprika. I mixed the 3 bottles together, and I'm just gonna start dyeing the hair. I started with the shortest bundle. No reason why, but I just started with the shortest bundle. I'm just making sure I saturate the entire thing in the hair, making sure I get it to the root. Because when I bleached the hair turned out to be like more like a honey brown. I wanted to make sure that the dye gets to everywhere that was brown, just so that I do not see like browns in my red hair. I hope that makes sense. So I was just taking my time, making sure the dye gets inside of the of each bundles, just so that I do not get any brown streaks or anything. The only time that I did not go heavy-handed with the dyeing of the hair was with the frontal, because I wanted to make sure I keep the dark roots. So with the frontal, I was really, really light-handed with dyeing of it, and also I did not want to bleach the lace, so I was really, really careful when it comes to that. So I left the dye on for about 20 minutes. Again, I am just a scaredy cat when it comes to coloring hair, so I left it for about 20 minutes, and then I also washed it off using the same shampoo and conditioner. And this is what it looks like. You guys see how beautiful this color is. I really love how it turned out. My favorite bundle is the shortest bundle, and that's because it was the one that was not bleached longer. Like, I bleached it last, so it was not really like bleached. It just turned to like a little brown. So when I added the color to it, you can see how it's darker compared to like the other bundles. But I love how the color turned out.
Alright though, so this is the wig already made. You guys can see the color is better now that it's air dried, and I am so in love with the color. Because I'm right in front of my ring light, it's gonna look a lot more brighter, but it is red, but it's not this bright. I definitely love how it turned out. I love how I was able to keep the dark roots. I like to keep the roots dark. So I'm really glad. I'm really happy how it turned out. Whew, yes. Alright, so I'm going to quickly install it and then I'll be right back. Alright, so the hair has been installed, y'all. I am feeling myself, okay? I am feeling myself. I know you can tell that I can feel myself. I am feeling myself. I am feeling myself. Hi. 24. Oh, look at this color. I love it. I love it. I love it. And look at the install. Please, come on, tell me you can see any lace. Come on, tell me you can see lace. Come on, tell me you can see lace. Okay, maybe over there. Leave me, Joe. Over there. Let me go and melt it some more. Mumbo. Alright, I got it melted a bit more. Oh, well, we're getting to the end of the tutorial. I do hope you guys enjoy this. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.